Foundation Digital Media. This is section 3. This is a critique of assignment, musical artist assignment 7, 2 of 3. So here we go. This is Kayla Alexander, and let's see, we'll look at her whole image. So this is pretty cool. Right off, things can be read easily. See a big moon, everything's legible. It looks good. So nice. I mean, I am, now that things are there, I'm looking for things now when I flip to the next one that are appearing here. Yeah, so we get this moon and the eyes overlapping. That's great. Yeah, and it's kind of a pink gray thing going on. I think they work well together. So looks good. So far, so good. Good job, Kayla. Let's see, is there any like special things I should mention here? Make sure this is legible. If you have to put an outline on it so you feel it's legible, it's probably not legible. So you might want to change some value in here, so because it's really gets, I'm sure it gets a little difficult right in this area. So that might be something to do. And yeah, okay, looks good. We'll move on. Joseph. So this is for the band Gorillaz, and cover, which is awesome. I like how you kind of made it your own, these glowing eyes and tooth, and this is the songs, which is great. Interior, wow, looks really nice. I like the offset text and how it's a little bit like glitchy, so that's a nice touch. I'm looking to see that again, and I like this very metallic thing. The logo kind of look, so those are good. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Wow, that looks really similar to another image used in by another student. And you've thrown in some, yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, cool. Nice job. All right. So, I mean, it's important we make sure that the logo stays the same. And as I go over here, the logo's not the same. You might want to just include it down here so there's some tie-in. And then I'm also looking for similar colors and this glitchy font. So as I look through this, I don't see that same glitchy font, nor the same colors. So that's kind of an issue right now, and wondering what you could do about it. So there, that's that. Okay. So that's my critique for Joseph's. Then we'll go to Jocelyn. And not much has changed on this one, if I remember right. It's kind of this pacifier with a logo. And I'm wondering, as I just see this pacifier, what other word are you combining with this to make it like unique? Here we kind of have a bunny ears, which is fine. I'm not sure why we have two of these and why they're the same. But if I remember, this is one of the other images you're using. But how do you bring this in here? How do you use it? How do you make it work as your own? Okay. And then this one, I guess I'm wondering. So we need to get, if this is this where the, so this is the gig poster, right? So we need to have a where is it, when is it, and how you get tickets. So this looks like a very residential address. If that's the case, we still need when and where, and this is a little too prominent. It's right in the middle of your image. So put it down at the bottom, hide it somewhere in a corner, and I'm not totally sold on this image. I don't see how this brings in a few different aspects from your brainstorm. It feels like a rage type concert, but I don't see the two sides, the two ideas that you're bringing together. So that's my worry here. It's not very dynamic, not a great design. Okay, let me know if you have additional questions on that. So we'll look at Christina's, and first we'll start off with the CD/DVD cover and inside, and this is great. I mean, it's in color now, and everything's legible, and it looks they tie together in color and in style. Look at the next one, which I'm guessing is a gig poster, and it does tie together in color. I mean, the purple is introduced, but we still see that blue and green happening. This, I'm not totally sold on. It just draws way too much attention to it. There's all these organic shapes that either overlap or, you know, they look pretty nice together. And then there's this box down here of white with type in it or writing in it. So it just really stands out. It keeps pulling away from this main image, and you need to really quiet this down. So maybe if you remove this and the box and the type, let that tree go all the way down, and you just put it down here very small. That would probably be enough. So these posters are big, and so we're zoomed out quite a ways. So if this type is, you know, half the size of my cursor, or, you know, the size of like one of these drips, or half the size of that drip, it's going to be probably fine. I mean, 12 point is probably as small as you want to get on a poster. Okay, Nicholas. So let's look at what we got. Here's gig poster. Yeah, cool. So far so good. So I like the logo. I like all this, you know, the types working nice. I even like how this is a little bit tilted, like the blend going on in the background, these rainbow gradients, and the signature over his eyes. My only real issue is that this black background and the nearly black beard are gonna like kind of merge into each other. You know what I mean? So what else can you do with that? How can you set this head apart from the beard? I mean, maybe you could put like shoulders on it right here, so we know that head's sitting on something, and then have the city in the background. One idea. There's a bunch of ideas, but that's just a couple thoughts. And then, okay, so here's the CD/DVD cover, and you know, this looks like hand drawn, like a little sketchy, and I like it. And I think this, you know, this repeats what's going on with the logo. ADHD. Okay, and we have, so, but, let me just maybe zoom in on this, because I guess here's my concern. I want to make sure that this style of drawing here is the same for the gig poster and the DVD cover. Right now it looks different. So if you need to fill this with color, that's not a bad thing, just so it looks like this. Okay, so great start. I'm totally on this. It looks good, so just finish it through. Okay, Zitlali. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay. Yep, okay, cool. All right, great start. I remember this one. Yep, looking good in style and color and type and hierarchy and everything. Yep, looking great. Like it a lot. Oh no, this is pretty different, but it has this, it's honestly the same style. And we got that same kind of, what is it, the mask, the drama mask, or I think that's what they call it. Yeah, anyway. So that's a great little background, nice. I'm trying to get to the next interior of it. Oh, here it is with an interior. All right, yeah, nice, good one. All right, going in a really good direction. Good job, Sitlali. I like it. And Raksha. So this is a gig poster. And so we have a gradient, kind of hand rendered looking type. I have like a love note with some notes and flowers coming out, which is nice. And here's my only concern on this is that the style of this, which looks like it was done in Illustrator and outlined, and then these might be images, that style is not really matching this guitar. If you wanted to outline this guitar, redraw it in Illustrator, I think that would make some sense. And if you wanted to redraw these in Illustrator, or at least outline them in Illustrator, that would make some sense. But right now I feel like the art is a little disjointed between the three. Okay, Anna. So just Anna, right? Yeah, hi Anna. So Carol G. Oh yeah, I remember this. I actually really like this poster a lot now. I'm not sure totally what you've done, but I really do like it. One thing I would say, I think it's really cool. One thing we need to have on it is, and this could mean just move up this Tulsa tour up, you know, 1/2 an inch or 3/8 of an inch, and then just put some very small type at the bottom of the poster. But we need to see where it is, when it is, and how to get tickets. So far so good. I really like it. I'm a fan. Now this one I'm a little bit less so. I think what I was hoping for is the same style coming through. See this um, this black outline that you did in Illustrator, I believe. I'm looking for that on this one, and I see that here, but they're colored and it makes it really feel different. Also the coloring, I haven't seen that coloring back here. I just see a purple and some gray and blue, and then when I come here it's this really bright change. So I would, if you got rid of the coloring here, and then, you know, I think this would have to be a similar stroke width as that. I think that would be, keep them similar. Let's see, I love this texture going on back here. We have stars and drips, and there's a broken heart. So what can we do on this one, I wonder, in the background to get that same feel across? Okay, good. And then Juan, take a look at yours, and it looks like a little white square. It's a good start. We all got to start there, but I'm not sure what happened. I know something went wrong with your file. Yeah, so you may have to resubmit that and let me know that you did and all that good stuff. Okay, couple more. So we'll go to, I'm not sure whose this is, but I'm sure whoever's it is will recognize the art. And I think it's great. Yeah, I think we need to see some of what's going on here. Another place. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the CD DVD. Maybe on the inside. And I think it's enough that there are these birds and we have the same type, which is great. I like the idea that there's a gray, like a copy of it behind it. And maybe you want to do that here so we have a similar feel. But somehow this texture or something similar needs to come into it. Additionally, what are the two thoughts behind it? I mean, I guess it could be, I don't know. I want to understand a little bit more about what your two brainstorms, what are you bringing together that's making this unique? Okay, now here's the second one. And since I don't have, here's what happened to the last two. You guys submitted in Blackboard, and I had to download JPEGs, where if you put it into Portfolium, then I would know whose they are. Okay, so this is nice. I don't know what it is. It might be just an image, might be a start of something, but it's kind of the opposite of what's going on here. Now, it's a really nice gig poster. Really like it a lot. Use the name of the musical artist, and then here's the tour and some information. Looking really, really good. Um, we do need, I mean, if you're going to use these like Greek or Roman sculptures, you could bring in other sculptures to say different things, right? So there's hands, there's people kissing, there's a lot of stuff that's happening that you could bring in here to have a similar feel. And I like these stars, just keep pushing that. So good one. So that concludes um, the critique for Foundation Digital Media 3, 2 of 3 assignment. Okay? Let me know if you have additional questions.